Hey guys, this is Dragoon from Game Wars, and welcome back to another Vlog Day Tuesday. Which, and again, unfortunately, Crazy is sick, so I gotta take over again. And I don't mind this too much, but I think the main problem is that most of the time I've had some sort of topic to talk about, whereas at the moment, I can't really. I guess I can't really think of anything. This is funny. Beforehand, I was like, "Oh yeah, I've got something to talk about," and then I'm like, "Shit, I can't remember it," and I'm just starting to lose it. Oh, not really, but yeah. I did do some recording today, but how about we start at this? This week, we won't have anything coming up on the Wednesday or the Sunday again. Just to slide into everything, and so we're all ready to go for next for next week. So we've kind of got everything organised because I've come up with because what's come up for me at the moment as well. Like we're both doing university stuff and shit like that, but I wouldn't say I've bitten off more than I can chew, but I'm going to be doing a lot more editing that's not related to Game Wars. So. It's not going to be bad. The good thing is it'll help me improve my editing process and everything like that. But I would say I'm at a decent enough level where it's not too bad. So I'd actually like to kind of talk about some of the comments you've left recently. More last week when I kind of asked what you would like to see from us. One of the main things, actually, a little while back, Crazy asked, "Oh, you guys want to see me and Dragoon play some two-player games?" One of them, one guy who commented, he gave a pretty good list. It was like Fear, Fear 2, Planet Side, a lot of PC-oriented games which have co-op. And I'm personally thinking about Fear 2 because Fear, I would say, is actually a favorite of mine, a favorite series of mine. Unfortunately, my Fear 3 disc died a while back. I still need to buy a new Fear 3. I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet. Oh wait, no, it's because I'm a stingy it's because I'm a stingy bastard. Seriously, me and buying stuff is ever since I started earning my own money, I've become a lot more stingy. Beforehand, I would be like, "Oh yeah, I've saved up all this money, and now I can go buy something, something nice." It's kind of like I'll buy like one game and stuff like that, or maybe two if I'm lucky. But now I buy a lot of pre-owned games, and that I'm not really too bothered by that, But not everyone likes to buy a pre-owned game, and I wouldn't say it's your prerogative, but it's something that you understand because you want to get the latest. But just looking at my collection, a lot of my games now are pre-owned. I think it's a transition. I think you make when you go from being a kid to being a young adult and everything like that. Because as a kid, you kind of sit there and you're like, oh, your parents are like, oh, they're letting me buy one game. I have to choose wisely. You're like, your selection of games was limited, kind of by your knowledge and by what your mum and dad let you spend. But then you get to a young adult and you want to spend more. That kind of restriction is lessened, but you still have to manage your money. And then when you reach, you're 18 and up, you're stuck there with a job, and you're kind of sitting there like, the responsibility hits you, where it's kind of like, okay, I can't really buy stuff anymore. Depending on your situation, you may be lucky enough where you can actually buy games as well as save money, depending on how your situation is. But I think this would be a lot easier if we had stuff similar to America where you can buy like our AAA games are like $60 instead of friggin' $180, but you know, it's what I would say. It's a drawback, but you know, there's drawbacks to living everywhere. Like, to be honest, in my normal life, I do give America a bit of flack, but it's all in good fun and jest because I think somewhere I think I said something like I don't like America. I've been to America. I do like America as a place. It is an amazing, like, I think what's amazing about it is the culture and everything like that. Like you think of something like, oh, you can go to China and you see experience all the Chinese culture and everything like that, and obviously there'd be like smaller subcultures and shit like that. Each state in itself is like it has its own culture. But when I'm thinking about that in hindsight, I think everyone realizes that. I mean, you go from San Fran to Hollywood, and it's just so different, the culture there. Like, San Fran is like a whole everyone loves each other culture. It's a very open and warm culture, whereas Hollywood scares the absolute shit out of me. I really didn't like Hollywood when we went there. The stuff we did there was very interesting. Like, we went through what did we go through? We went through where's the place? Oh shit, I can't remember its name. It's the fancy place where all the celebrities lives. Something Boulevard? No, it's not Boulevard. No, it's it'll come to me sometime, but I can't remember. Because you got Hollywood, then you got the other place, and like there was a distinct line in between these two areas. Hollywood, the tarmac was shit. You go to the Boulevard or whatever it was. This is gonna drive me nuts for the entire thing. It was smooth, and the Chinese theatre was a lovely place. I got to see, like, you know, Adam Sandler, Robin Williams, footprints and stuff like that. But I feel like I've mentioned this in a video somewhere, but the Chinese theatre was probably the most uncomfortable I had been in an area ever, because of how, like, the amount of people who were dressed up and trying to get photos and that, you know, for money, was amazing. It was just so many people just packed into this one place, and I hated it. We only walked through once. Damn you, mirror! I need you. Don't worry. This is a vlog. I can cut shit out, and everyone will be like, "Oh, look at him! He's like Dan's not on fire in Amazing Phil." Whereas Amazing Phil's latest video includes the camera falling on him. But anyway, we only went through there. We went through there twice to be exact. First time went through, scared the hell out of me. Just the amount of people just trying to get photos and stuff. It was very uncomfortable. It was I wouldn't say it was oppressive, but it was just it was confronting. It was confronting. And then the second time, we kind of got to see the handprints and footprints. There weren't that many people there. It was a lot more relaxing. But yeah, that really goes off on a weird tangent from Fear. It was weird. I was kind of talking about Fear, the psychological horror video game where you're shooting shit up, which went from the PC to the Xbox and this, and then I'm just talking about Hollywood and travel. Interesting how the tangents can kind of go, and you kind of forget where you went. But yeah, Fear 2 was suggested, and I'm thinking that's probably one of the best bets, because I've got it. I can get crazy over and to do it. And until she gets a proper computer or a laptop or something, it's going to be hard for us to do a lot of stuff. Dota was also suggested. I'm not much of a Dota guy. I've played more League of Legends, and I feel the transition's easy, but I think it's more the community. No, I think apparently the community's not too bad. I think it's more the transition between certain aspects and the community. The League of Legends community, in my opinion, out of what I've seen, I've been playing for a while, a few years in fact. Unfortunately, I don't get as many matches as I'd like to get in, just because of how long it is, and I'm usually not comfortable playing on my own. like usually I like having a friend playing with me and then going into a team and that, because I've got a friend who's very avid in the League of Legends season and everything like that. I think he's recently gone to gold, and I like playing with him because he helps me out. And it's more, you feel more confident playing League of Legends when you've got a friend playing with you, because then you don't feel all eyes are on you. Because even though I've played it for a while, it's the community that kind of ruins the experience for me. The League of Legends community, in my opinion, out of what I've seen, some can be attributed to this. There are good people there, but the majority of those you meet, it's like you're playing with a bunch of 5-year-olds who can't handle the fact that they have to take responsibility for roles as well as you. Like, you may be the problem. Because you're not being able to support your role. But being able to start up and learn is one of the difficult things in League of Legends at the moment, in my opinion. Due to the fact that, as I said before, the League of Legends is it's like playing with a bunch of 5-year-olds. If you do something wrong, they will chastise you. They will pretty much. It's like if you dropped. Think about it like this. Think about it like this. You have to throw a ball to someone. It's like you drop the ball before you throw it, and then they come up putting a shotgun to your head and threatening to kill you for dropping the ball when you're supposed to throw it to someone. It's overreaction. Obviously, I understand when my friend reacts to a lot of situations where it's like, okay, wait, what the hell are you doing? You're not supposed to do that. Like, when he's talking about, like, people following their roles, so like ADC, support, jungler, stuff like that. And sometimes I should go with characters. He doesn't really complain about characters as much because, it's people like to play as different characters. But it's interesting that I find that the Dota community feels a lot more mature. It's more like playing with teenagers in the fact that they understand their roles, they understand what they got to do, and stuff like that. Another thing that I really don't like about League of Legends is everyone's tendency to surrender. Obviously, some people may not think it's worth their time, and I kind of understand it now in hindsight, because you play long games. You play half an hour to 45 minutes of a game. And this has been a cause of a lot of complaints from parents, where it's just like, yo, get off the game. It's like, I can't pause. You can't pause a League game. You can't pause a Dota game. Otherwise, you get friggin' wrecked. You get in trouble, and you can't quit because you get in trouble. But the tendency, I've had conversations with people on this, in the game time and time again. I personally, this drives me up the wall about League of Legends, is people's tendency to quit. Where they get maybe 1 or 2 towers behind, and half the team just wants to say, no, we surrender. Now, they may know something that I don't. But I'm under the impression of don't go down without a fight. I will lose. I'm not going to give up. I will keep fighting until I either win or lose. I'd rather lose by doing my best rather than saying, oh, screw it, I'm not going to bother doing this anymore, to me, that's kind of pathetic. So, I've had discussions where I'm like, they're just like, dude, why aren't you surrendering? And I've said, I'd rather keep playing I'd rather keep fighting. There's no point in giving up. And they're like, oh, they don't give me a reason for them giving up. They're just like, oh, it's pointless. Oh, no. But I'm like, no, just keep fighting, It's always been my impression, fight till the end. It's kind of a lot with, I think this would attribute to my weird thing with RPGs or with some games. With competitive games, I will keep fighting until the end. If it's like an RPG or something like that, I die once, done, switch to the next game. I find it weird how I tend to switch games after I die. It's kind of like you're doing so well, then you die, and then you just lose all interest. It's weird. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing League again, but I have the feeling that we will be chastised for being shit. And I don't think Crazy's actually, played League of Legends or Dota, so it would be like throwing a kitten into a volcano. You're not giving her a chance. You're not giving that kitten a chance. Actually, today, I was commended for my analogies. There was an analogy I gave. It was kind of like I was talking to some friends at uni. They were talking about how there's a certain course that got removed, and there's a new course that's kind of been there to put in place. And I kind of said it's like giving someone a stick instead of a prosthetic, and they're like, "Oh yeah, good." They're like, "Oh yeah, that's a good analogy." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, thank you. That's what you need in rap and poetry. You need good analogies." Yeah. Thinking of which, I don't think the episode where I do poetry in Doom 3's come out. Yeah. Well, also, with the idea of co-op games, how I'm thinking of it is that would only be releasing one episode a week of that. Just because of the situation. We've kind of come to the conclusion we still have people who want to be a part of this, but I still haven't. I guess this will be the way that they kind of hear about it, because I've been trying to bloody depending if they want to watch it, but just because uni's come up and everything like that, it's just kind of best just me and crazy do it at the moment. So, and I'm not sure how stuff being released is going to go for the week, because I like to keep the two videos every Wednesday and Sunday consistent. But when you think about it, you know, everyone's got lives that they've got to go to, and not everyone can do it, and what there's only so much that you can do, But yeah, there's a lot of games I would love to do 2-player of. Fuse is one of them. Yeah, Fuse. Not many people want to see us play Fuse, but a friend of mine and my brother, they played through all of Fuse. I think I had to go to work or something. Either that, or I was trying to do something. I don't remember what. But by the end of it, they finished the game and they told me the ending, and I'm like, wow, that's the stupidest ending ever. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of, Resident Evil 5 is a good one. Resident Evil 6, there are a lot of games that I can co-op. There's a lot of games that me and Crazy could play together. There's a lot of little mini-series we can do because of that, like fighting games, Dota, shit like that. But, thinking about it, I think it'll take a while for us to build up to that point. Not because of viewership, but confidence and skill. As I've been doing this, I've been becoming more proficient in editing and sound, to a certain degree, chucking little words in videos and trying to make something seem a little bit funny. It kind of PewDiePie-ish, but not as abrupt as his, where he goes brah brah really far a lot, and then he just shakes the camera. It's it's kind of funny, but it's just I don't know the brass stuff. I don't know. It's just confusing. Yeah, we're getting better, but I feel like, as we go throughout this and as we kind of get used to everything and that, it'll be a lot easier for us to provide the content for you. And soon it'll be easier for me to stop scratching my nose, because I do that a lot for some reason, especially when I'm doing the bloody vlogs. Yeah, and also there isn't a video coming up, hopefully at the right time, because it's around 9 at the moment. I've got to post up 2 videos before 12. So, yeah, these will be a bit late. Sorry, a bit late, but I was recording today and it went completely over my head because I was trying to do a whole bunch of other videos, and I haven't rendered them yet because that would just take too much time. And we're trying to do some other stuff as well. But, enough of my armpit. If you see it there. But, yeah, this has been a bit of a weird vlog. Just kind of ad-libbing off the top of my head, trying to think of stuff. And looking up and around the place without putting contact directly into the camera. This is a vlog, really. We've covered some good things. We've covered what we were planning to do as maybe some co-op stuff. Some other random stuff. Another random shit. But, also, I'm hoping to get Final Fantasy Type 0 If you want to see me do that, I might do it in the future. As much as I would love to play it straight away for you guys, I'm a bit selfish and I don't want to play it for you guys because then I won't be able to play it at my own leisure. Well, it's kind of like we've been with Dying Light. I haven't been able to touch it. My brother's finished it. And I want to kind of play it a lot more, but, you know, since I'm recording it, I've got to be a lot more different with it. Like, Doom 3, I could go and finish Doom 3, but I'm recording it. I could go finish a whole bunch of other stuff. It's not like my choice in games are limited. I've got about, probably got over 100 games, I would say, combined everything, but I think it's more the fact that the more games I add, the more less games I have to play, the more games I've got to hold off on, and the more I've got to record. So I'm hoping that as time progresses, I'll be able to do a lot more for you guys, as well as Crazy. And hopefully, when she gets a computer already, she can start putting up more content because she's been dying to put up some stuff. She has been dying to put up stuff. And when she gets the PC, there's going to be a whole new world branching out for us, like PC games. I've tried before with PC games. I've tried with Half Minute Hero and everything like that. And, oh man, Half Minute Hero. I loved playing that game, but the complications that this damn PC has been getting, the system. Half Minute Hero, I love you, but you're killing me. Half Minute Hero, 30-second hero. It gave me so much trouble, but I love the game. Ever since I played the demo on the PSP, I'm just like, yep, this is awesome. Hard as hell, but it's awesome. But after you grasp the concept, it's like, yeah, it's easy. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say except thank you for your support. Thanks for still watching. Recently, we got up to 22 subscribers, so yay for that. I keep looking at my games because I'm just like, I want to look at them. And you'll see also in the new video, in the video that I've got coming out, it was a special one that I think I mentioned sometime. Probably didn't, but it's a surprise. It's something I wanted to try out, see how it goes, and if I get in trouble for it, fucking hell. But yeah, you'll also know that glasses. I wear glasses. I'm not sure if oh god, these are dirty. Fuck it. I prefer to have my glasses off close range. Okay, let's stop babbling on because good god, it's been it's fun doing this, but yeah. But anyway, this has been Dragoon for Game Wars. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that other jazz. And we'll see you next time. And hopefully, next time I do a vlog, it will not be as long-winded as this one. I will assume the 20 to 25 mark. If that is true, nothing happens. So, take care. Bye.